Let's talk about Operation Varsity Blues. If you're in high school and you're preparing for the SAT or ACT and you learned about these people bribing coaches and faking scores to get into school, maybe the lesson you took from that was that getting a great score on these tests doesn't matter. Well, then I got news for you. As a professional test prep tutor for the last 7 years, let me tell you, you're absolutely right. Of course you are. Of course these tests are bullshit. Of course it's not a meritocracy, and the wealthy and the powerful play by their own rules. You might spend countless hours and late nights up studying, stay in on the weekends, miss all kinds of opportunities for fun because you have to do practice problems and meet with a study group, all to have your spot taken by some non-water polo playing rich kid with dishonest parents. So what are you going to do about it? Forget college? Just ditch the whole thing? Maybe. It's a pretty good argument to be made for that. But if you want that education, that community, that experience, then I think there's every reason in the world to keep working at improving your score. Test prep can be a brutal process, filled with all kinds of unbearable anxiety and pressure. Cool. Kind of sounds like life. So what if you said yes to it? What if you said, yes, this test is unfair, and I shouldn't have to take it, but I'm going to. And I'm going to get better at it. I'm going to work with consistency and clarity to improve. I'm going to adjust my technique where it fails me and celebrate my understanding as I gain it. I'm going to keep my goals, this vision that I have of the future I want for myself in mind as I do the challenging work of facing my flaws and not retreating back to things I already know I'm good at. I'm going to sharpen my attention and assemble better problem-solving habits so that I can perform at the height of my potential for 4 hours or more. Not because it's fair and just and I should have to, but because it serves me and everyone else that I interact with. I will be a better writer, reader, and thinker for having dedicated myself to this task. I'll be proud of the person I've become. And wherever I go to college will be lucky to have me. Okay, one more thing. Oftentimes, I'll be working with a high school student on a triangles problem, and he'll say something like, why do I have to learn geometry? I'm never going to use this. And okay, sure, putting aside for a moment your amazing ability to tell the future, why don't we pause? What is geometry? What does that even mean? Well, it comes from the Greek roots for earth and measurement. So the measurement of the earth. Okay. But that's only one way of thinking about it. Geometry is one answer to that essential human question of what can we understand about the world around us. And studying geometry can be boring, don't get me wrong, huge bummer. But it's also a marvel. It is evidence of the phenomenal power of human curiosity. It is a language that we invented to understand more about the physical world around us, about how it behaves, how it moves, how we can make up rules out of thin air and then follow their natural conclusions from the molecular all the way up to the cosmos. Did those first mathematicians know that geometry would one day enable man to send a spacecraft to Mars? Probably not. Probably not. But we never know the impact of our discoveries when we make them. To learn the history and to become fluent in the language of geometry is to join that march of human progress and understanding. Maybe it's not the language that you prefer to speak in, but I wouldn't get into the habit of dismissing out of hand the value of something you don't fully understand. It doesn't pay. Maybe it won't be the way that you contribute. Your attention and your effort are all that you can control, wherever you direct them. Why not make them the best they can be? As a fellow human being, I'd really appreciate it if you did. For more videos like this one and a new SAT, ACT question explanation every day, visit my YouTube channel at the link below. My name is Patrick, and this has been Prep Mindful.